From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, a doctor working on duty in Gaza has had her large family nearly completely wiped out by an Israeli airstrike. It's reported the doctor was working at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis when her home was hit and 9 of her 10 children killed. British surgeon Graham Groom told the BBC the woman's husband and one surviving child are very badly injured.
Unbearably cruel that his mother, who is a paediatrician and has spent her professional life caring for children, could lose almost all her own in a single bomb or missile strike.
Israel's military says it's reviewing a claim civilians were harmed in an attack at the Khan Yunis area. Shifting production of the iPhone to the US would not only be more costly, but could also take up to a decade. Donald Trump has threatened to impose a 25% tariff on Apple's signature phone if they're not made in the USA. The tariff could come into force at the end of June. CNN's Matt Egan says it would make the iPhone more expensive.
There's estimates out there that if the iPhone was made in the US, each one would cost $3,500 a piece.
Don't be alarmed when an emergency mobile alert's rolled out tonight. NEMA, the National Emergency Management Agency, will carry out a nationwide test of its emergency mobile alert system between 6 and 7 this evening. They say it's to check the system is running as it should. Civil Defence Emergency Management Director John Price says it's all about keeping communities safe.
90% of New Zealanders either receive the alert or are with someone who does receive it.
Harvard student body says international students are being used as poker chips with tension rising between the university and the US president. A judge has issued a temporary restraining order blocking Donald Trump's plan to bar foreign students from America's oldest university. Harvard constitutional law professor Lawrence Tribe told CNN President Trump's claim he's fighting anti-Semitism is bogus.
Anti-Semitism is real, it's pervasive, but Harvard is doing its part in fighting it. The president is just using his anti-Semitism trope as a fig leaf for doing what he wants.
That's news. In sport, a hint of surprise but no complacency from the Tactics ahead of this afternoon's game against the winless Magic in netball's ANZ Premiership. Tactics and Silver Ferns defender Karen Berger says it's surprising to see the Magic struggling.
There was a lot of talk about them prior to the season starting because they've got great talent. They've been a team that's played really well in the past as well. I know they'll be disappointed with their performance, but I think that's why they'll come out really hard in this game.
Captain Ardie Saviers are showing a rallying cry to the Moana Pacific squad after their 85-7 Super Rugby humbling at the hands of the Chiefs. Moana still hold the 6th and final playoffs berth, but will need to pick themselves up for a trip to the Hurricanes next week. No A-League Grand Final for Auckland FC, and coach Steve Corica's making it known the officiating is the reason why. Melbourne Victory's 2-0 second leg win has clinched a 2-1 triumph on aggregate. That's sport. I'm Sandy Hodge.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.